The ship hung in the docking cradle like a sleeping leviathan, its silver hull reflecting the pale blue glow of the orbital lights. Captain Elara stood alone at the observation deck, her breath slow, her eyes fixed on the planet below. Earth, the cradle of humanity, now just a whisper in the void. She wasn't leaving because she wanted to. She was leaving because she had to. The call had come in dreams first, flashes of light, voices not quite human, the sensation of standing at the edge of something vast. Then came the signal, faint but undeniable, from coordinates deep beyond mapped space. Crewless but for the ship's AI, Orin, she initiated the departure sequence. No fanfare, no one to wave goodbye. The station crew watched from a distance, their eyes carrying both awe and sorrow. She had been chosen for a reason none of them could speak aloud. As the engines roared and the vessel slipped free from the station's embrace, Elara held the first true silence of her life. Space opened before her, infinite and unjudging. Somewhere out there, beyond the veil of known reality, the answer waited, or the end. 3 weeks into the voyage, Orin's calm voice guided her through the ship's winding corridors of thought. The AI spoke less like a machine now, more like an old companion. The further they traveled, the stranger the stars became. Constellations she didn't recognize, glowing with an intensity that felt almost alive. It was on the 32nd day that she saw it, the gate. A colossal ring adrift in the black, its surface carved with symbols older than humanity's first breath. Time itself seemed to warp around it. No official record spoke of its existence, yet every fiber of her being told her it had been waiting for her. Orin advised caution, but the whispering returned, not in her ears, but in her mind. She stepped into the airlock, wearing the exosuit, and drifted toward the gate. The closer she came, the more she felt it. Memories that weren't hers, moments from civilizations long dead. She touched the metal. It pulsed once, then went still. The gate began to rotate, opening to a space filled with colors her eyes couldn't name. She didn't ask Orin to follow. He already had. Light engulfed them, and when it cleared, they stood, or rather existed, on the shores of an endless sea beneath 2 suns. Gravity was different here. The air tasted of rain and electricity. All around, fragments of other worlds floated like islands, each with its own gravity and sky. A figure approached across the water's surface, human in form, but shimmering like starlight through glass. Its voice was both singular and many. Traveler, you carry the echo, but to bear it forward, you must be weighed. The trial was not of strength, but of truth. Memories from her own life unfolded before her, choices made in fear, in love, in defiance. The being questioned not her victories, but her failures. For each truth she accepted without excuse, the starlit waters rose to lift her higher. For each denial, they sank. When the final memory passed, the being placed something into her palm, a fragment of the gate itself, now warm with her heartbeat. It said, "The path ahead is yours to choose," and dissolved into mist. The return through the gate was different this time. No colors beyond comprehension, no overwhelming silence.
just the steady hum of the ship and the knowledge of what she now carried. Orin, too, had changed. His voice now bore a depth she could not measure. Weeks later, as they approached the outermost edges of human space, Elara realized she could not return to her old life. The fragment in her possession was not a relic, but a seed, a piece of something vast that would one day call again. She broadcast a single message into the void, not toward Earth, but beyond the known universe. We are ready. The stars seemed to pulse in reply, and in that moment, she understood. Humanity's story had only just begun. Her journey was not an ending, but a horizon, the last one she would ever see, yet the first of its kind.